Hello, everybody. We got an upside down desktop. That's all right. Logo looks pretty cool that way. Um, because it's the cam. Yeah, there we go. We're here for Hobby Stream Live again. Me and Josh. I got to send out a couple things. Let's get my phone on so we can see some dick pics again. Throw out some D pics. Some D pics. And then I need to share it. I had to restart my phone because it's a piece of shit.
And Josh is here.
Josh
he's
is here.
He's coming in
Josh,
hot.
is here. Here we get water.
Coming in hot right
So
now.
what we're working on today is I'm working on Ninjagoos. I got to work on ninjas, and I'm going to work on this little thing for him too. And then Josh is, I believe, working on a Tyrannide for Skylar. We're working on stuff for other people today. Stuff we were supposed to have done a while ago. Yeah, which is kind of, this is the way.
We're painting for friends.
Yeah. So let me, but I do have to do this.
Yeah, okay, I'm here.
Josh is here now.
No, I had to go get a mat to put for my dry brushing. Yeah, I'm working on Skylar's nib that I promised to paint about a year and a half ago. You know. So, now we are going to start with Alien Purple.
Alien Purple.
Well, I didn't have no Alien Purple in primer. I know he's using that as a main color. So I'm going to dry brush actual Alien Purple over the purple I have. Because before it's said and done, I'm going to be dry brushing all over the place.
I am going to be doing all contrast. Well, except for the swords.
I might do some contrast paint on some of the Venom Cannon bits. I'll decide then. I don't know for sure.
I'm going to go with the classic red and black for the ninjas. Ninja. I'll be using that really good Black Templar contrast. Because it does a really good job on like black cloth. Like a really, really good job. Like one of the best jobs.
Yeah, I probably should be using contrast paints, but I'm kind of an old dog.
They're for
it's not my go-to for ideas. You know what I mean?
For their application, they're very good. Do I think they look as good as actual painting? No.
They can. I've seen guys use them. I've seen some people overuse them and other guys don't. It's how they do it. Kind of like how you do it, but it's that you also use them what they're perfectly for. You know, your way your nurglings and stuff come out. I really like that.
I'm not as impressed with those nurgling, but I also haven't put all the extra pieces on them.
Well, I mean, I've seen other stuff you've done. It's not just them, you know.
Yeah, the nurglings I wasn't as impressed with.
But you also can remember, as the artist, you see every flaw.
Yeah, but just in general, and I'm not a perfectionist, contrary to popular belief. Contrary to local belief.
Yeah. Actually, you're not. It just matters what it is. You have details you're concerned about. As long as those needs are met, you're fine. So you can already see, well, you may not be able to see, but you can already see it's already where the alien purple went down. It's already darker. Bringing that color down in places. It's going to be brought back up. Dry brushing's fun that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, these ninjas aren't on bases, so that's kind of an annoying pain in the ass.
It makes it a little bit more difficult to paint. Yeah. So I had people like, well, what if you mess up your base while you're painting? I'm like, you paint. I mean, some guys paint their bases first and then paint their model, but my head's always hurt over that one. Like, why? You do your base last, right? Because it's the easiest to do.
Well, and it gives you the view of the finished model too.
Mm-hmm.
Question. It is for a guy who would get us a bunch of lumber. And he wanted a Ninja Diorama, and I printed it up, and I was supposed to paint it a long time ago, but yeah, it's gonna go in a planter. I forget what kind of garden they're called.
All the lumber
Yeah.
that end up being the game tables, the tournament tables.
Yeah, the 2x4s, because we don't want, when we do the tables with our table design, we don't want actual like brand new 2x4. We want beat up like stuff that if you went and bought it, you'd be like, no, motherfucker, take this back. We want punky shitty wood for it. He had a line on it for us, so. Yeah, it's like for a little Zen garden. What? Moving the little model around in my hand? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit painful.
Yeah, or grab a pair of
Oh yeah, you can pill
pair
bottle
of
it too.
pliers, or even get some blue tack.
Yeah, blue tack and
I
pill
think blue tack.
bottles.
We have some. I have some blue tack around somewhere.
Kind
if I
of the
look
way
for
to
it.
go. It'll be fine though. It'll be fine. And of course, the female ninja hardly has any clothes on. Titty arbor.
I know. I thought about making a.
Why would she wear
The full ninja outfit? Yeah. Yeah. I got these files off my mini factory.
she would want to be completely concealed in the shadows? Right?
Well, the real answer to that is this term called demographics.
Well, the real answer to that is the nerd that made it.
Yeah.
Files or whatever.
He has a dream. I have a dream that one day a girl will talk to me back.
A ninja girl too. It'd be so cool.
No, it wouldn't be cool. You do not want a girlfriend that can kill you. That's a bad idea, dude.
Speaking of that, there is a new Flash gets out.
About ninjas?
Girlfriends that kill?
No, about Weebs anime. It's
Oh, weebs. Okay.
it's another anime one.
Those are
Yeah. Yeah. No, the funniest ones are the furry apocalypse.
Oh God. Furries.
Yeah. Furry apocalypse is definitely the funniest.
Avenge me, brother. I saw a T-shirt that said that. I was like, oh my God.
I have that one.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You had that one. I
Yeah.
saw like an online thing for it. I was like, that's so great.
Is that true, Stan?
What did Stan say?
I can't hear the Smurf or the Starfest through the internet.
But you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know it's there. Come on now.
Is that going to be your new YouTube streaming account, Stanley Retro?
That is an thing.
Yep.
Stanley Retro. If you can do retro games, he should find Ogre Battles for me. Stan, you know what I'm talking about? It's called Ogre Battles for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Stan is going to
It
be
is
doing
such
probably
a cool
has it.
game. As a little kid, I was like,
I have to call Stan's Nana today. Remind me after.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's his name.
nice.
So Stan's birthday present. Well, it wasn't supposed to be Stan's birthday present, but it just so happened to arrive right on his birthday, so it became Stan's birthday present. The Borderlands Kickstarter game showed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Borderlands Kickstarter.
It's it's like a board game.
Did they spell it Borderlands? Like board game?
No, they spelt it like the video game.
They missed a thing there. Could have been Borderlands.
So anyway, we're probably going to end up having to paint that on stream as well.
I would be down to help with that.
One of those movies.
But that entire thing is going to be slap chop. The entire thing, because it really will lend itself, because of Borderlands art style, it will really
Yeah,
lend
the comic
itself to-
lens.
How are you going to get the thick outline around everything?
No,
That's-
you slap chop and then you
Slap
edge highlight.
And then yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying.
I can see it in Borderlands Army.
Two-dimensional-
You slap chop and then you do some crazy edge outlining, like comic book
Well,
selling.
you'd have to pick a view, right? And then do a check.
Yeah.
A jig that made it look two-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best pick out. He doesn't have Ogre Battle.
Well, you better actually look it up. It's expensive.
It's over $300.
Yeah, no, it's expensive. Ogre Battles is bad. It has I would love to find it on like an emulator, because I mean, honestly,
Yeah, it's something he was saying. He's probably
That's like Bandit Kings in ancient China.
yeah, there's certain old games that are just badass,
oh yeah.
With the evil Geo Quiv.
Dynasty Warriors,
Yeah, Bandit Kings in ancient China was really good.
How old? Which system was that for?
NES.
Super Nintendo, or yeah, Super Nintendo, NES.
I wonder if it's on the Switch,
No, I've looked
because they have that NES.
because they said that
NES, and
Tiffany has a Switch, right? And she was
Well,
like,
you get that-
"You should look to see if there's any games you want to play." And I'm like, "I doubt it." And she's like, "There's an emulator." So immediately I Googled Ogre Battle, just like, "There's a Super Nintendo emulator." Like, there are a handful of games I would actually, yeah, no, I'll sit down and
there's
get
some good
down.
ones on it. You should look through it.
Probably.
It's all the Marios and all the
See, I mean, Mario's. Those are cool, but
stuff from that era.
I played all those. But
Stuff, dude. There's stuff on the. There's like old.
like the old school NES Wizardry 8. Oh God, I played that too. You know what I'm talking about? Is I'm sure you cracked out. as a
Proving
kid,
Ground
too.
of the Mad Overlord.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That game was good.
You sit there and roll character after character after character
For
until
hours.
You get the perfect stats.
Till you get the perfect stat.
Yeah, see, we all, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
These are the things that led to 40K player.
Bandit Kings of Ancient China's on Steam.
Oh, really? Bandit Kings in Ancient China was pretty fucking good for its time. It was like one of the first, like, kind of like civilization builders a little bit. And tactical, like, tactics-based RPG.
Yeah, that's what like Ogre Battles was. It started to have like you built squads.
Yeah, this is different. I know what Ogre Battles is. This was more of a top-end view type thing.
Can you see what I'm doing in the camera? Just the record. You can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like make sure you can. I'm keeping it up here.
Man, you're good. You're right in the middle, right there. It's great.
So you see, here's the first color I'm dropping on top of this bone, and I'm gonna drop more.
Forward
I'm gonna drop a whole bunch more. I'll start working my way down in colors, and then drop this lighter. With lighter light dry brush as I go to keep the, you know,
So
that
where,
effect
where
going.
you happen to have set the paper towel,
It works out.
right over that, on the purple half of it,
Mm-hmm.
where the smear of purple is, and like next to that, you're in the middle basically.
Go, go, Ninja Warriors.
Oh, so I'm going totally backwards what he said. I finally like actually looked at my phone to see what the colors.
Oh, what did he say? Yeah, your phone's on camera right
Yeah.
Okay, so
now. You
yeah.
want it to be.
Oh,
If you don't want it
I
to
mean, there's nothing on there. There's no. So, oh my God, a dick pic. No, but
No, I'm not saying that, just that it.
Yeah, heaven forbid someone show a dick pic on this channel.
Oh, he linked you to Stan linked you to a group, a site that has a huge archive of games you can play in browser.
so you should send, if you're listening, a pic of the weapons because I'm gonna do a scheme but reversed. That works.
All right. Ninjas. Ninja Power.
That was a cute game.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Now, it was called Mini Ninjas.
I was gonna say because there's a
was,
brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in that same style.
Yeah.
Shredder's Revenge. I think it's on Game Pass.
There was it was like more of a kid game, you know, like a.
Gotta drink my titty milks.
It was on Xbox, I believe. Cameron used to play it
Titty
when he was
milk.
a little lad.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Yeah.
Where's all the boys?
It's kind of, well, I guess it's not early for our stream.
No, we were only a little off of normal time.
Yeah, I actually made better time today than I thought I was gonna do.
Yeah, we've been streaming so we started half an hour late. It's all pretty good for a non-scheduled thing that we usually make it on time.
Yeah. Yeah. We had some shit come up today, so we weren't able to do it at the normal time. But that's fine.
Adult things.
Fuck
Adulting.
that.
Oh, who's that?
That is Skylar.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
The man.
That is who Josh is painting that for.
I'm really glad I didn't start painting a dick on it yet.
Oh, look,
Oh,
it's a man puppy.
and he's got a
Poppers.
human puppy.
Got a man pup with him.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Skylar?
Just happening, good sir.
Josh
Hey.
is starting your NID.
How's it going?
I started without even looking at what you said colors, but that's all right. I got a plan.
Assumptions were made.
Yep. So he's gonna be reversed off of your Bane color. These are base layers. We're going way further in this. Mind you, none of this is finished. This is just like the first layer of
Yeah, that's fine
go
because you really
bring
want
it down
multiple
color,
colors in
yeah.
an army anyway.
what?
It's fine. You want to reverse and shit your colors.
With the NID army, it also help you differentiate your heroes, things like that, so a little bit differently.
Well,
and then
and
I'm not going to do the base, so you do the base to totally match your army, because that's a lot of times I'll bring it in. But I'll make sure she's good, and she should look good. And what? Yeah, you tell him.
is she talking shit to Josh already?
I know. She decided she can take me. Uh-huh. Yeah.
You guys streaming right now?
Oh, yes.
You're live, baby.
Uh-huh.
You're live, so don't
Uh-huh.
say any bad things, Skylar.
And if it's just so you know, you are on camera. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You're,
Mhm.
it's your,
It's like, oh my God, my parole officer can't know. Yeah.
She can be on camera all she wants.
Colby's here.
Kebby?
Kobe.
This is the yes. We're doing art therapy right
Yes.
now.
Uh-huh. So this weekend, I found this kind of cool little shop in Leavenworth that sells 40K and other game geeky stuff.
Yeah.
But what's cool, should any of you geek types ever have to go to Leavenworth, Washington, in the back, right? They have this one little section with a couple tables kind of cramped together. You can play games. But better than that, they have a beer and wine license.
Yeah, it's like Blue Sky.
Yeah, well, no, not as fancy, but it's somewhere you can hide because it's so nooked in this little corner.
Yeah.
If you played it right, like the chances of your wife finding you, she don't know, it's thin. Thin.
And Josh knows because he tested this out.
No, I didn't actually stay in there. We were, the wife was actually okay with drinking with me, so that made it easier.
Are you still selling paints here?
No. What paint you need?
What share is red?
I think we might be good.
So when you say orange on the weapons, you mean you want these,
So what I've been doing
okay.
is, that's fine. I've been doing one part Shia, it says Shia's purple, and then one part flesh is red, and you mix it up, and that's what I've been putting over the weapon, and then highlighting it with an orange.
Okay.
It looks pretty good. But with an all purple body.
Well, the body's gonna be lightened up quite a bit before it's said and done. Right, because you have more of a purplish carapace and a whitish body, right? When it's done. So I'm gonna have kind of a purplish body. I'm gonna reverse the colors. All right, that'll also help with the slight off and changing colors because it'll be reversed, so he's different. But still in your color scheme. That's why I want to know about your weapons, because if I can match that. Well, I wanted to bring it to your army though. I want to make it to where it can be my style, but still fit in your army enough to, like, okay, it doesn't look immediately out of place.
The purple one does.
Mm-hmm.
Because the carapace is the light purple, that's super dark purple.
Okay.
Kind of dry brushing the highlights for the instead of the purple.
Yeah, Shayesh is really dark.
Okay. Well, I'll bring it in there.
Purple's one of my favorite colors, and then I saw the new Leviathan Tyranids that are all out.
Uh-huh. Okay, I got a plan. We'll make this work.
Oh, so by the way, Chase is gonna play me on Saturday. That game is going to be with the new Tyranid book.
Okay, so you'll get to experiment with that, see how that works
Yep.
in real time.
New
Yeah.
Tyranid book.
Yep. They got a codex.
Yeah, they're getting the first codex.
Dude,
Oh.
I tried getting the special edition one, and it was sold out in like 5 minutes.
Minutes. Yeah, guys are like, because all the Tyranid players are like, they're getting a codex. If anyone knows anything about 40K, you have a good solid 50-60% chance of being the man for a while.
Yeah. And you get knocked on your ass later.
Well, I mean, that's just how the ball bounces. If you want to complain about that, my answer always is first time.
I'm
No.
not complaining about it, I'm just saying, they gear it towards fighting the latest codex that comes out, so that each time a codex comes out, they're topped off.
Mm-hmm.
And they're topped off.
Well, it's a marketing system. Why does everyone want the new codex? Because for a minute, that's the best. So if you want to be the best, and that's all, swear to God, that's one of the problems with making a balanced game is if you're making good business decisions, you always want your new stuff to be better because you want people to want to buy it. You want, it's inefficient. And even if you know it's only going to be a couple months, that couple months, you can smack your buddies around. They done it to you.
Well, and if you're playing in tournaments, that's different.
The latest hotness and stuff. You make sure you give it a couple months, enough time for them to, make the projected sales on it, and then, okay, you nerf it back into reality, and the next thing that comes out's too good.
The balance slate should be coming here very soon. It might be today.
I think it was tomorrow that's coming out. I'm not positive. I expect Eldar's going to get hit pretty freaking hard. What do you think?
Eldar should not exist anymore after this.
Let's watch. Marty's going to get excited and want to play as Eldar again. Oh, and it needs the
You're
right.
saying
needs to get
the
nerfed.
right way to do the balance slate coming up is if Votan can beat Eldar after it's done.
I would hope everything beats Eldar after this balance slate. Although Votan won't be able to because that book is so bad.
Well, you'd have to really change some things. I hate to say it. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, they're probably not going to OP something else, right? Like,
Oh no, they're about to. I think.
oh yeah, what do you think?
There's going to be point changes across the board for a lot.
Yeah, they're going to try to bring other units up more powerful. I almost guarantee. There's going to be certain Space Marine units that are going to get some real good treatment in anticipation of the Space Marine book.
Oh no, I think Space Marines are going to get hit pretty hard too. The reason Space Marines don't have a high win percentage is because Timmy McTimmy plays Space Marines a lot.
Well, yeah, no, I'd win with Space Marines right now. I'd kick shit at people. So would you.
Yeah.
Wait, say it. My Gilliman Dread list would just be really good right now. And that's not even the best Space Marine list out there.
Yeah. Started loading in mods now on Starfield or Baldur's Gate.
The what?
Probably Baldur's Gate. He was mentioning Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Baldur's Gate 3 recovery group.
Yeah. I actually want to play more of that, like multiplayer online. I like the multiplayer. I had fun doing that. Like just kicking back and like blasting out some adventures. Cool.
All right. Later, Skylar.
No, I didn't, but I was already started. I got a plan. I'll make it right. You'll be happy when it's done. Just trust me. If you're not happy, well, I'm sorry. What? No,
Yeah, pretty much.
we'll discuss what we do to make it right.
Then
But I
go
think you will
fuck
be. So.
yourself.
I like that purple.
Oh well, I'm gonna end up washing it too, so it's gonna be more. You'll see. Oh, it's gonna get probably army painter purple. It's a really dark, rich purple.
Look at Skylar's disgusted by Army Painter. Skylar's disgusted by it. So do I. There's a lot of colors I like in there.
Honestly, I like most army painter colors.
I hate their yellows, reds, and oranges.
Well, yeah, GW has a.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Let us.
All right. Back to more Ninjagoos. One more Ninjago to do the black one. That's good, because I've wanted to get these to him for a long time, and I keep forgetting to do them. I'm glad I can get these knocked out.
Yeah, it's kind of fun doing these organic models, because I've been doing a lot of mechanical stuff, and 90s old hammer style painting.
Yeah. Kebby, have you started playing Starfield yet?
I need to. But then I'll stop playing Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I'll play both at the same time.
Well, it's about to get worse. New World's getting an update, Josh.
I've seen that. I haven't touched New World in a while, though.
I know. A very good update, though. And Cyberpunk is about.
See, the Cyberpunk one I'm actually interested in quite a bit.
Yeah.
I need to get Cyberpunk on my computer. I had it on my Xbox, but I blew up my Xbox, and I keep forgetting to get a new one or
Yeah, this Cyberpunk expansion shows that. Well, everything I've seen on it,
Cyberpunk one.
it's supposed to be the game we were supposed to get. So basically, the game should have been delayed for 2 years.
Shit, I already got bored.
What's up?
Yeah, he's gonna play Starfield when he gets bored of Baldur's Gate.
BG3, so 2030.
I got bored trying to get that sword off that demon.
Give it up. Move on. You almost need a custom party to do it anyways. Or it's just a bitch to do.
Or you save scum.
Escape scum and keep trying, yeah.
Command.
I save scum anyways on that game
Command
all the time.
drop.
Well, to be fair, I haven't tried to make him drop it yet.
Yeah.
Like I did the Ketheric thing, but I didn't. I forgot.
I
to
tried
save
buffing the
Damn it! So I gotta go back.
buffing the Mind Flayer, and the buffs I had. You know, I don't know. Like I was shielding and faithing him and inspiring him and
Bless is the big one.
bless. I guess I didn't have bless.
Yeah, because you need the advantage because of
I didn't
the low
have
attack roll.
bless. Yeah.
Didn't have Bless with Shadowheart?
I mean, I guess when I went in, I didn't choose it because we hadn't camped yet. You can't just change them on the fly.
Yeah, but she gets blessed out to get it, I believe.
No.
She might not.
She didn't.
Because remember, she's a trickster cleric.
She didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I would have.
But I think you can change at the.
Because I change her. You can withers her to a life cleric immediately.
Oh, yeah,
so I
yeah.
always do.
No. We're talking on the Nautiloid. To get
Yeah,
the.
but in the opening thing, you'd have to somehow change the spells before that battle.
Which I think you can go to Spellbook, change the spells, and then hit that restoration thing. Hit that restoration shrine.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see bless.
I don't think there's an option of her having it. I think every.
Like I said, I'll look at it again.
I think
or whatever.
every cleric auto gets.
But you have to
blessed.
take everyone that you run into during that time to have a full party. Basically.
You actually can't get a full party.
No, you do. You have 4 people total.
No.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
the-
I'm counting the brain.
Oh yeah,
Counting
the brain actually doesn't take a party slot.
but it's another turn.
It's another turn.
It's in the turn-based part. It's another turn in the initiative order.
Yeah.
And it misses all the time unless you're killing small things. So it was like, wow, this thing hits all the time when you're fighting through the earlier stuff with it.
Yeah.
And then you get to that battle and it completely whips every attack.
yeah.
So it's totally useless. I stopped keeping it. I started trying to mash it. We'll see. I'm excited about Starfield more.
More your
it's
style of
more
play.
my style of game, yeah.
That's
It's-
respectable.
And I'm still, you know, first person shooter man. So there's that aspect to it, but I know it's
Yeah.
I know it's more than that. I've played games like it before, so it's not like a new thing to me. I'm just excited that there's a new game like that out, I guess. And it looks good. Watch Jason. He got it early. So
Yeah,
you get
it's
some streams on that, and you know, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to building shipbuilding.
Take Bounty Hunter then for your
Yeah.
intro because you get 3 tech skills.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going full like
Yeah.
that.
That's what I-
Shipbuilding?
that's
I'm
what I
going
did.
full space rogue shit. Like,
Yeah, that's what I did on my restart. Was because I wanted to get better ship parts.
yeah.
And so you can get down to ship
You still have that
engineering
other
quicker.
game, right? For streaming, or are you gonna switch?
I don't know. I think I should switch.
'Cause you got to keep that going
Could you make a full-on like ice
while the
pirate?
iron's hot.
What's that? Oh yeah, you can pirate everything.
Like
Oh,
no, like
yeah,
a full-on
you're-
like ice
oh,
pirate,
yeah.
like Ron Perlman in his 20s, ice pirate.
Ice pirate.
Beretta?
From the movie Ice Pirates,
Yeah.
the comedy,
Yeah. You mean
the space herpes movie.
yes, exactly. That's a great movie. I love that
I know
movie.
it's a great movie. Ron Perlman was in that.
Hell yeah, Ron Perlman's one thing.
I haven't seen
like
it
a
probably
baby.
since.
Like Ron Perlman from that
All
movie
right.
come out, I'd be like, listen here, son.
So Ron Perlman, by the way, wants to
It's going on the
revisit
list
Hellboy for Hellboy. He wants to do a
He
Hellboy
should.
3.
with Guillermo. Oh well, and they can now because the other one tanked.
Yeah,
There's an animated one coming out
there's
or
an
something.
animated game coming out.
Well, there's a game, but there.
Is there a new animation?
I thought there was an
coming out?
animation one.
Ron
Maybe that
Perlman's
was
just a
already.
great Hellboy.
But
Be right
they
back.
should. They should reclaim that 100%. Let's see that Nid.
I got going so far in this.
Oh, look
back
at that. That's pretty classic, isn't it?
I mean, there's still a
Now,
lot to
now you're
go.
saying he reversed the color scheme?
Yeah, he has lighter skin and darker carpus.
Okay.
I'm gonna have lighter carpus and darker skin.
Okay.
I'm gonna reverse the color scheme, and then
Are you just going to use the same colors he's using, basically?
well, no, real similar. But I'm also gonna
Okay.
make this kind of stylistic my way. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I expect he
'Cause
wanted you
just
to.
like Fred Durst said,
Yeah.
it's my way or the highway.
He wanted you to do it for a reason, I guess, right?
yes, well, he bought this model on the auction from my cancer auction.
Oh, that's.
So he wanted me to paint it.
Oh, that's
and
great.
sign the bottom of it. Right,
Well,
as part
we've
of the
come-
deal.
We've come full circle.
Right. So like, I'm more than happy to do that. Like,
Oh, that's
cool.
great. Oh, that's right. This was from that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I
Cool.
yeah.
That's great. I forgot about that. That was in the auction.
I forgot you about you having
No,
cancer. eh?
that's not what I forgot.
Sometimes I forget, which is a good thing.
Well,
Uh,
aren't you
that's
technically
that's the healing process when I forgot I
Are you
had cancer. Oh
technically-
yeah, I had cancer a year or two ago.
out of the woods now?
Pretty much. I'm doing dog and pony show doctor visits, but I personally think it's just farming my insurance.
Yeah.
Man, you got to make sure shit doesn't come back. Dude.
Yeah, I feel good. If I don't go to the doctor, I'm fine.
Good. Yeah, you seem good.
I'll tell
If I
you
don't
when
go
I
to the
don't feel
doctor, I'm
good, and then I'll
fine.
go to the doctor. No, I tried to explain that to my wife, and it turned out that she thought I was stupid. That was a quote, actually. Stupid.
What?
Yeah, you're like, no, just no.
You're
Just and fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to Dr. Josh. I'm serious.
Yeah.
And then my daughter firmly backed her up. And
well, yeah. I mean, it's
so
not
it turns
just
out,
based on her being a nurse, right? Or
yeah. I always
Josh
like
goes,
that.
"No."
They get all mad at me because one thing I learned about cancer, right? Because girls are always talking about being mansplained to. Be a dude and get a medical condition, and look at the amount of time you get your medical condition woman-splained to you. I mean, it's staggering. Because they'll be sitting there talking to me like I'm the dumbest guy on the planet, and they might be right, but it doesn't matter. You still at least pretend to be polite about it.
that was a good day.
God.
That was a good day, wasn't it? The WA against cancer.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was great.
It was a good tournament.
That was real good.
Honestly, I love the thing, and I'd be fully down to participate in something like that again for like when somebody, somebody always needs some help.
Funny you should mention that.
What?
Those guys are. It's in the early stages, but they're going to do something like that.
For
But
who?
On a larger scale. Period.
Oh, okay.
What
Like
guys?
for like the support organizations.
Yep.
What guys?
Well, fuck.
Kebby, I believe, is one of them.
Well, I'm a enthusiastic supporter. Just let me know what I need to do.
Oh yeah, I told them they got all the help they need from us, like whatever they need.
is this like a regular thing?
Yep. Yep. They're getting ready to
Oh.
start it.
Also, yeah.
Because I'll tell you what. I mean, the community come together and really helped me. Those first couple of months when everything was in flux and my life was changing, and
Yeah, man.
just that it really helped keep that. And
That's the
and besides the money, the knowing people fucking care.
Yeah.
Really, it helps you get through.
Now, if only you'd have gotten all the money you were supposed to get from it.
Well, I'm not gonna be grubby.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be happy about what I got.
I'm gonna be pissed.
We will. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's another problem we won't have to deal with for very long.
Ever again.
Oh, those people, yeah, no, never.
Fucking Jesus.
I will not support anything they ever do
for a
again.
charity.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
I was fucking livid, dude.
Yeah, that was bad. But that was a small
And that had
Most
nothing
of
to do,
it
that was
was-
nothing to do with anyone in the Warhammer community.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
It
in the
was-
Warhammer community were
we were
beyond-
totally like kind of taken advantage of by a local business that didn't really hold up their end of the bargain. But
Well, I firmly
that was
believe that they
still,
thought this was going to be a joke, and when the turnout turned out like it was, they're like, "Oh dear God, we want to keep this money," because they probably figured 18 people are going to show up. And we packed half the theater, or we packed half the event venue.
yeah, but it's also like you lower your cost for, or null it for a charity.
Well, the
event.
employees were volunteering
you don't
too.
you don't just rent it like you're renting it to anyone else. Yeah. Anyway, because you can write that stuff off or whatever as charitable contributions. So it should have been a no-brainer. And we provided the person to push play on the DVD player
Yes.
as well, so they can suck it. Anyway, whatever this event is, yes, I'd love to be involved. Whatever
Yeah.
this thing is going on, Colby. So
Yeah, Kobe, I definitely, just what you need. So let
let
us
me
know.
know what I can do.
It's like, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I need a smaller brush.
Oh, for the little ninjas,
For little Ninjago.
you need a little, very small brush to get in there and sneak around in all the little details. No, you're not doing the eyes, eh? Because they're just, I mean, aren't they just?
Oh, you should let me do your eyes.
Isn't it just all black and then you just throw some metal on the weapon and?
I just need a tiny brush to do the ninja's eyes.
No, let me do the eyes.
The but yeah, no, we can do good things for the community. For the community. Will I still be allowed to sell crack to the community?
I mean,
Do you sell crack? Can we talk after the show?
We will. We'll try.
it's like shit holding.
In Minecraft?
In Minecraft. Oh no! Will I still be able to peddle rocks to the community?
We're on Ninja Cam right now.
Ninja Cam, go Ninja Warrior.
So what are you gonna do with that there? What is that? A pond? What is that? Is that water? Is that a water feature?
It's going to be a water feature. It's a pond. And I'm just gonna
Are those
contrast it
like lily pads?
yeah, lily pads and shit.
Nice.
Yeah. It's gonna go in his Zen garden with his Ninjagoos.
Very cool.
All right, this brush sucks, but that's okay.
No.
Might just have to go get another brush. But... No. Contrast is so good for these D&D size minis. Like, it's not even funny. Just like it pops out the muscle and stuff. It just come here. There we go. Yeah.
And you're doing the contrast with is that skin?
Oh yeah. Yep. This is Gilliman flesh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gilliman flesh.
Gilliman flesh.
Dry for a minute. You see the
Here,
after dry brushing,
let me
not
come
all
back
down.
to you. I was on Ninja Cam. Right there, perfect. Hold it still. Or don't.
Oh no, well you got Joe. He has a lot going on, and this is just the first stages, right? First layers of.
Your thumb hand is in focus, not the thing. So you got it. There we go.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then we got the back
Looking
carcass.
good.
She's coming out. She's working. We'll get her there.
Oh, Skylar's back in digital form.
Skylar's like, oh my god, dude. It's like Skylar, whatever. I was discussing doing a a Hello Kitty scheme You're just
That's why I left the head off because you're printing. We're printing out
Yeah, I'm printing out
a
dick
cat
to
head
put
right
on.
now,
Yeah, a
or
little
whatever.
cat head, yeah. Oh.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, I'll be back in 1 second. I need to let these dry for a second, so I'm gonna take a minute to stretch my legs, as I'm a compulsive not sitting stiller guy. That's just how it is.
Yeah, Josh has never been able to sit still. Goddamn Polish circus. That was great. People got so mad.
Who did?
You. That day.
Yeah, I did.
I know, you were furious.
I was appropriately mad,
You were appropriately mad.
and I cooled off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what crazy thing to build that'll be even
That'll be even worse.
like somehow more convoluted or something, because that was a very straightforward jig.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking of building some kind of Dr. Seuss thing, and then just as a joke
Yeah.
or something, but
Just
or
to watch Josh's brain
dressing up as a clown that's like a clown carpenter with like a big inflatable hammer in my belt, and
Well, you know my views on anyone who says they're a carpenter, so.
yeah. Yeah, that was epic. The cat
Well,
girl
go to the
army.
Ninjagoos. Josh is outside.
What'd you say?
I said go to the Ninjagoos. Josh
Oh,
is
it's that.
outside.
Oh, yeah, it got stuck on the.
Got stuck on Josh.
That's what happens when you take a break.
Yeah.
The things just sit there.
All go, no quit. See, one thing is I wish there was a little bit lighter skin tone in the contrast.
A little bit what?
A little bit lighter skin tone, because this is Gilliman's flesh, and it's
Yeah.
a little bit too red.
Too red?
for-
You with something that small would always go like the elven flesh.
Right. There is not like an elven flesh, let's say.
There is.
Oh, you mean for contrast?
Right.
Oh, not for.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking regular color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of regular colors.
You just throw some elven flesh on there and let it, once it dries, tap a bit of wash on it.
Yeah,
and
hard
done.
pass.
Oh, you just don't want to do that second
No.
stage?
No, these are
Well, it's fine though.
D&D size minis.
What
are
if they're they're like
the Great White Ninjas?
yeah, they're Beverly Hills ninjas or something,
They've
like
been tanning and shit?
yeah, like they just got out of the tanning booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on their way to an audition.
Yep.
They live in LA.
Oh, by the way.
Well, they work at a restaurant right now, but that's just temporary.
So, no. We need to talk about Burning Man.
Oh,
What happened to Bird?
oh,
So they all got stuck
you mean Muddy Mud
in the
Skipper?
desert in the mud.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are treating it like their fucking parting of the Red Sea crossing the fucking desert.
Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Well,
dude.
they're all high as shit. So
Dude, and they are overblowing this like to the point where it's like they're like
People got stuck in the mud.
well, wait, what are they? Are they putting some kind of a supernatural?
oh no
spin on it or
they're
something?
not putting a supernatural spin on it. They're like, I've seen so much human perseverance.
Oh
my
god!
God.
Oh god!
And it's just like
Oh, you mean like they went through something?
like they went through just yeah.
They were mildly inconvenient.
Was that
This
that?
is the yuppies
They
trail
got
of
dirty
tears.
for a day. They
yeah.
got
Oh yeah, it's
dirty.
the tech bro crypto
It's the Czech Bro
Oh,
crypto
Jesus
trail
like
of tears.
YouTube celebrity
Yeah.
thing.
It
Like
is.
I couldn't even imagine going anywhere near it. Like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Basically
wish
saying
that-
these guys wouldn't make the fishing boat.
Alicia went to
Oh, no.
Burning Man, but that was like in 2007 or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time that it was probably cool.
Right.
See, I'd
The
have been on
time it was.
I considered going at one point, had an opportunity to go, and it fell through or whatever. But that was a long time ago too. I don't know that I really wanted to go then even.
So,
But
yeah,
and believe me, I love drugs and all that stuff and sex and all of it. But I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, the reason
That seems super sketch.
the reason I didn't go is because I know what camping in the desert's like. It fucking sucks.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Because I Google places a lot closer in the desert to find fucking yuppie bitches and do drugs with. I mean,
Oh, yeah, like down the street,
sorry.
just like anywhere.
oh. And
I
when
mean-
I do illegal things, I prefer there not to be.
They've
a
always
label.
they've always been full of themselves to a degree,
But
thinking
this-
they're doing something more important
This
than
takes it to,
yeah.
This has taken it to
Yeah.
another fucking level.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
Well,
it
except
was-
for if by perseverance, if you mean all the celebrities like hightailing it out of there
well, and here,
and
here's the
leaving
thi-
on their private jets.
Here's the thing, and then they all leave in fucking caravans and shit. Like it's like one giant like long line, and it's just like, okay, first all you're doing is making it harder for everybody else to get out, because once one person gets fucking stuck,
Or are they trying to?
dude, it was asinine.
is the one line? Is it
with the
like
term,
low impact or something? Are they trying to be low
Polish
impact?
Olympic supply.
Because they say
yes,
they say they
absolutely.
clean everything up at the end, but they don't.
They don't.
There's always tons
They're
of
pieces
trash
of
and
shit. Like
yeah, it's all bullshit.
yeah, it's just the worst.
It's
of
just a
people.
Will they
it's just,
pay for someone
it's
else
a
to clean it up,
different
maybe, if they're lucky?
backdrop
yeah.
to doing drugs and stuff, which I don't disagree with. I wholeheartedly support that. But just be honest about what it is.
Yeah.
Don't pretend it's something else.
It's super
religious.
spiritual.
yeah,
It's spiritual. Yeah.
yeah. And of course, I've never been there, so that would be the answer. Some burner would say
Yeah.
to me, would be like, "Well, you haven't been there, man."
You haven't gone, man.
I'm like, well, I've been to plenty of things that were supposed to be spiritual
whatever.
experiences, and if you're ready, if you're like, if you want to force yourself to have that experience, you can
So
almost anywhere.
I worked with someone
So-
who read somewhere that you were supposed to. This is the type of person this was. She's cool. I liked her. She was awesome. But she clearly read in a book somewhere that at your desk at work you needed to have like great literature books and shit.
Feng Shui. Yeah.
So she had like the Iliad and shit. Like
She's never read, I'm sure.
you mean the
Like on her desk.
advice was have these on your desk,
I don't know.
So
I
you
don't-
can appear cultured.
even if you hadn't read them.
I that's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I guarantee she hadn't read them.
Yeah.
Well, is this an office advice thing? Like
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
But
Like you want your stupid sniveling manager to come by your desk and see.
so she was going to be gone for like a month or almost 2 months, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the Blank Moon Festival in Thailand. It's super spiritual and shit." And we looked it up, and it is just Eurotrash Burning Man on the beach.
Yeah.
It is like, it is the
All
worst.
those are.
Yeah, it's the worst Eurotrash. Just going.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm not doing it on camera. So this is at Argus
Oh, did you pull
Dune.
back?
Yeah,
He likes to work close to the chest, people.
I know, I do too. So it's actually awkward for me to work this far forward, but I'm making myself do it.
yeah. But anyway, me and my buddy Garrett were like, "Oh, let's see what this thing is," and we looked at it. We're just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a billion hokey spiritual gatherings. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Do-
I've done
I
a lot
just
of
don't-
LSD,
yeah.
and it's only spiritual if you want it to be.
well, that's the thing. Is it's like, I don't know.
And I don't know.
I don't know if it's just not really hobby talk, but
I mean,
it is funny.
Yeah.
okay, but we'll make it more hobby talk.
They all
Never
got
paint
they all
figures on
got stuck in the
LSD.
mud. I mean, they do make
really bad
hey,
color choices.
Hey, they
and
make
you
a
end
big
up regretting.
You know, even the part where they make the big Burning Man and burn it. Like, I'm down with all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Were you in Seattle? Wait, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Were you? And this is creative. This is
Yeah.
because I worked on this.
Uh,
Were you in Seattle in 2001, 2002 time?
No,
I was
Okay.
in Tacoma. What would you do?
I was later.
Okay, so around then, around 2001, obviously with the 9/11
9/11.
and all that stuff,
Never forget, Lee.
which was an outdoor job. We all know.
I'm supposed to say things like that. They're gonna come for you.
I said outdoor job.
9/11 was an outdoor job.
Yeah. So anyway, so the New Year's celebration that's at the Seattle Center.
Yeah.
So every year, and you probably saw it some of the years you were there, but every year they cordon off the Space Needle because they shoot fireworks off the top of it.
Yes.
Which is cool as shit. They so that year got canceled. The fireworks didn't get canceled, but there's always this whole festival. There's a whole thing with concerts and at the Seattle Center, and there was this whole other element to it where we were going to burn. It was like taken from like South American
We were gonna burn
New
books.
Year's ritual stuff. They had, and I helped build these. They were paper mache and wood framed 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, like huge, like 1 story tall, like big. And they were going to burn. They were in this, it was like they were going to be burned on New Year's. Like they do in like South American countries and stuff. They have these different, it's a different New Year's ritual or whatever. Very cool. So they'd worked on this for a long time, planning it out. I'd been working on it here and there over like a year. And then as it came time, and then the thing got canceled, the public celebration because of 9/11.
Oh, yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember it was one of those things where
Yeah.
they were
Gotta
like,
find an
they're going to
orange.
hit us everywhere.
Yeah.
There's people in Iowa whose biggest concern was about terrorism.
Yeah, they
Oh my-
they
yeah,
ended
yeah,
up.
yeah, that was pretty
Well,
good.
also though, the other reason that Seattle did it is because they caught that guy
Yeah.
in BC that was on his way to Seattle saying he was going to fuck up the New Year's
Oh, yeah.
directly.
Yeah.
So they caught a guy in Vancouver who had flown in to Canada from somewhere,
Yeah.
right, and was going to come down, cross the border at the road border crossing, and come
Yeah.
down and do terrorism. Apparently,
I mean, when you have direct threats like that, absolutely.
you have a
Like,
direct threat, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so they ended up doing it the next year. It was super cool. Went and saw it then. These big, huge, like the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, painted up, paper mache, just burning on fire, and they were in this big like chicken wire cage, so the flames, the ashes and bits didn't go everywhere and stuff. But it just looked really cool. It was really great. They got to do it. So that night, so like stuff like that is very cool, and like building it and watching it burn and all that stuff. Like I get that part of it, and it is artistic and all that. But just let it be cool.
And Burning Man used to be fucking cool.
Yeah,
Like,
let it be cool.
Yeah.
and not. And of course, the problem now is it's like crypto bros, and,
right. Yeah, well,
like I
Silicon
can't. I mean,
Valley
it was
assholes.
still libertarians and weirdos back then, but it's like.
right.
But now
Silicon
it's like,
Valley
can you
found
imagine the
within
Silicon?
it.
Yeah, no, those guys have kind of taken over all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like they think it's their space. It was never their space.
Take their lunch.
Go back to your basement or your garage or whatever. But anyway, so fun times.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how shitty camping in the desert is, and it was just like I never would go to
Yeah, I
that.
can't. I mean, there's so many things. And there was that year the guy walked into the fucking fire.
Oh, good God. That was every fucking Saturday.
Oh no.
No, I'm saying he walked into the fire, like at the Burning Man
He
fire.
burned
walked
himself
in and,
to
and
death.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
and
an
died.
accident
He
week.
marched straight in.
Yeah.
He got past the guards or whatever, and he ran like naked straight into the base of the thing on fire. And
Yeah, the fact there's guards should tell you everything you need to know.
well, they're not. They're just. They look
But
like
you know what I mean.
people.
There's security.
Well, they're trying to hold people back.
Somebody
from,
got to keep.
you have to
people
keep a
like us
distance from a
taking
flame that
over.
large.
Well,
Like
that's what I'm saying is it's. I guarantee at the original Burning Man, they didn't have security.
well, they had security as in volunteers.
Right.
All those kind of things have. It's usually volunteer. They're not
Yeah.
official security. They're not wearing shirts that say like Burning Man staff or whatever. They're.
Right, but you see what I'm saying though. It
But
was
you need that though. You need some level of organization.
Yeah. Or guys like me do whatever they want.
Yeah.
well, that was kind of the point of
And
it.
keep
was-
people back from the thing.
You go out
it's,
there-
it's about self-policing though. They're doing it themselves internally. They're not hiring like
Oh, I
whacking
imagine
huts or whatever.
I
Yeah.
imagine it's probably not that anymore.
I don't know.
I imagine.
maybe not.
I imagine it is corporate.
There's probably
security
plenty
now,
of people because it's so expensive to get a ticket.
Yeah.
Because just to go, like
Well,
this
they'll
is
raise
the
the
part
price
that
if
trips
it's
me out. It's like
exclusive.
$1,000 now just to go camp in the desert, and that's just to be part of the festival.
Right.
That's to be allowed to go there, which I'm not sure because I don't. Is it private property?
No, it is in
Yeah.
Death Valley National Park.
Yeah, so that's weird. On first off, right? It seems like if you're willing to go die in the desert, if you're not prepared, that should be something you do for free. and then buy drugs, buy smart drinks, buy energy bars or whatever they're selling because there must be vendors and stuff,
So
right?
there's not. So I don't know anymore. I know
Yeah.
there used to no money was allowed at
Oh
Burning
no,
Man.
money was allowed. Oh, that's why it's
Right. So that's
whatever.
how it used
See,
to
that's
be.
just bullshit too. No money's allowed because you had to spend it all to get here.
Yeah.
And now money's allowed for us.
Originally that's not what it was.
Yeah.
Originally it was a bunch of hippies going out there.
Yeah.
And like
Sounds like shit.
yeah, oh yeah, sounds awful to me. But
No, definitely not. Oh, hey, there he is. No,
Yeah.
we're just we're doing crafts and art and talking about
talking about Burning Man.
Burning Man. I just can't imagine being around those people.
No.
Like that would kind of like I don't like to mix. That's why I like when I'm at work and someone says, "Hey, you want to everybody I know that smokes weed at work and stuff, like in kid, they go, "Hey, you want to hit this?" I'd be like, "No, I'm at work. I don't want to. I don't want to like waste drugs at work. I certainly don't want to waste drugs being around fucking crypto bros."
I'm gonna
Jesus
take
Christ.
the fifth.
Well, I mean, that was my thing for a long time.
Well, drugs are highly encouraged.
Since I don't work anymore.
In this workplace, drugs were always highly encouraged.
Oh
so,
yeah. No, I smoke pot here all the time.
Yeah.
But it's different,
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I'm responsible and there's time limits on things and stuff, I'm sorry, I can't be
Right.
stoned.
Actually, but that's knowing thyself.
Yeah.
Because honestly, myself, there's.
And I'm
times-
not saying
there's some jobs I-
nobody.
some jobs I can't.
What I'm saying is, for me personally, I wouldn't waste the drugs being around crypto bros, ruining my drugs,
Ruining your high.
ruining my time. What do you got there? Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a little
It's
ninja.
a little ninja.
Are those what are those kukris? What are those called? Or
Oh God, I don't know.
What do
not
they look like?
kukris?
The curve.
The little axes, the little picks.
Yeah.
do they call their
they're
little picks?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Kukris are the
Failing.
no, those
Kukris
are the
the
kukris are the ones that you hold with your hand and they stick up between your fingers, right?
No,
Or
that's a Chris.
Oh no, that's
a kuri is the Himalayan.
oh, that's right, the curved in
Right.
sort. Oh, that's not right. You're
hacker.
right, I'm wrong.
No, that's a. God, the words besides me. I know it.
Sai?
No size. 3-pronged.
That's the
what
three-pronged.
Raphael
yeah.
uses.
Yeah.
A Karmagusa,
Oh, okay.
I believe, is the.
Actually, I think you might be right.
You might be right.
I think you are actually right, Josh.
We said we're nerds. We're not all weebs, so
Nerds. Yeah, I know who Kevin Symbiote is. I'm a nerd.
I am. I try to fight the good fight against the weebs. I losing, but
our boy Chase is here now.
Speaking of nerds. Nerd! Hey, Chase, you got any lunch money?
No.
no,
Oh.
mine now.
Somebody took it all.
Damn it.
Fun times. Anyway, Burning Man.
Yeah,
Not
it was.
fun.
It was, and they're just over exaggeration, treating it like.
Well,
it
they
was-
didn't. None of the footage looked like they were going through anything. They're all just barefoot, flopping around, splashing in the mud like a bunch of dumbass kids, like they are anyway, right?
But you don't understand. They couldn't get out
They couldn't get
They
out.
couldn't get up. How many days were they there?
Chris Rock got out.
like a week.
Chris Rock got out.
Oh yeah.
First sign of trouble, like every celebrity was on
Really?
like
You
a
let mud stop you for
on like a
week?
4-wheel drive heading
point
for
you die.
their private.
Fuck that.
jet.
They just brought in helicopters.
They had to get helicopters.
There was
to get out?
helicopters. Oh
Seriously?
yeah, totally. Well, the celebrities. I mean, what if they
No,
got their...
Josh, the
Oh,
they
the
got hit
people?
for the flash flooding and the rain,
Yeah.
and that out there,
Yeah,
that
out in the
shit turns
desert,
to
if
instant
if it
mud.
rains enough.
Oh
then
yeah, I
you-
realize
yeah.
it's flash flood stuff. I don't know. I come from an environment of, well, when we
A
say
moist
persevering,
environment. Yeah.
it's a different animal.
Yeah, whatever. Good for them.
I'm all proud of you.
They'll
You didn't
tell their
completely
you
bitch
made
out,
it,
you know?
everybody. Tell your grandkids about it. It's exactly the same as you're all essentially heroes now
Oh yeah, it was it
being
was asinine what I
for
was watching.
splashing
now.
around in the mud with your shoes off. I wonder if we're
wanted
gonna
to
see an
punch.
epidemic of trench foot.
I wanted to punch every single person talking.
Yeah. After this, I'm sure they were.
They were the worst.
Well, and when you're coming down, like when there's a flash flood, then everyone stops doing drugs and you have to deal with stuff, and you're coming down, and like like things are very serious because you're not high anymore, especially if you're doing like hard drugs, like party drugs and stuff.
I mean, you probably have a
Then
whole bunch of
not,
idiots think
you're not
they should
talking
be in
about
charge
they
if
didn't
they're
all
not really
put
in charge.
down their weed hookah or whatever. We're talking about like doing ecstasy and all this shit. So
Oh, yeah.
half of them don't even know what the fuck's going on, and all of a sudden there's a flash flood.
Oh, ecstasy.
I'm sure they were terrified.
Well,
You know.
and you've got a bunch of people that have zero survival skills.
Yeah. And they don't know how to do anything properly.
Yeah, this is these are not people who go hunting out in the woods.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's kind of this
Yeah.
weekend warrior cosplay of like self-sufficiency.
Oh,
Or whatever.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah.
a week to get out. I mean, really, if it takes me a week to get out, it killed me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not bothered by it.
Well, also like not, and then there's your
Well, they have all these big RVs that.
yeah,
You banded that shit. I
Yeah.
would have never brought that in anyways. But
but you gotta. You're in the desert. You're self-sufficient.
is the RV still there?
Where are you gonna put your
I have
laptop?
to man it.
Where are you gonna set up your
stay right
laptop? Yeah.
Oh, the laptops went down? Oh, yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are not. Yeah, it was pretty awful to watch.
And think about someone who can afford $1,000 and then also the travel and sustain yourself and bring your food and have your gas for your RV and own an RV. And I mean, like, come on, like this is not a,
I mean, the rest of it beyond
this
the
is not
RV,
an
that's not
everyday,
that expensive,
yeah, this
really.
isn't an event that's really open to the public,
And beyond the
large,
RV, it's
yeah.
not that expensive, but I mean, I could do it. I spent more this weekend.
Well, the upkeep and the gas for it. And I mean, come
the
on.
RVs are stupid price.
Depending on when you're coming, where you're coming from. I mean, anyway.
Yeah, I thought about getting an RV, but Alicia had a good point. Like, I'm like, yeah, I could just go to Warhammer tournaments, travel, stay in an RV, And Alicia brought up a good point. She goes, "Do you know how many hotel rooms you'd have to get in order to justify buying an RV?"
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's like, dude,
Well,
a $200,000 RV, $500 a month.
except for you're not
You
dealing
still
with a
gotta-
hotel.
still paying because you got to have a spot to park that RV. So it's not like it becomes free. You just
Well, I mean, you can be resourceful and
Oh, you stay at casinos.
yeah, you can.
casinos let you park your RV.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know that
Casinos
usually-
or, I mean, it makes more sense, I suppose, if you're not just going to Vegas.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing with the van.
I need to make.
I mean, if you were, I would definitely
Gosh, Ron.
think the RV would be the way to go if you were literally going to go around to tournaments and play tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And you were going to go farther away than Vegas
Yeah.
or to at least other places as well. Like tournaments in California, tournaments in wherever,
Yep.
go up and down the coast, go inland, I mean, I think the RV's like,
But then you have to drive the RV
you can have
too.
you can have a dog in the RV, you and Lehman, fucking get him a little
Okay.
pilot's leather hat and some
Lehman
goggles.
could not go with me because could you imagine Lehman if I just left Lehman in the van or in the RV in a strange place while I went and played a Warhammer tournament?
That's why you need another little, like a little Pomsky thing or something.
Oh, like a even smaller Pomsky?
Yeah, one of the ones that's gonna. You need one of the ones they're gonna put down if you don't buy
Yeah,
it.
I need to get one of those ones that they're gonna put down
Yeah,
if I don't buy it immediately.
because then if you had a little friend, then they could
Oh, Lehman wouldn't care.
keep each other entertained.
Lehman, we can't leave the house without Lehman blowing his fucking gaskets. Alicia can't walk out the front door and be in the front yard without Lehman blowing his fucking gaskets. So that wouldn't work. Like, I'm already worried about those dogs losing their fucking mind when Alicia goes off on her European vacation like Clark Griswold and shit.
Well, you're gonna have to stay home.
I know. And I think she leaves the day.
Well, and here's the other thing too, dude.
What?
Especially now, with this being the streaming thing, and we're doing the tournaments, but it's not a public place anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can bring them here,
Oh yeah, I probably will.
like all of them.
Well, I'm hoping this.
Like on the times you have to be here,
Yeah. Yeah.
just bring them during those times, and they can just be running around in here.
Well, I'm hoping that's going to be our kind of sabbatical. While we're setting.
Yeah, that would be the best thing actually. Would
Right.
be to sabbatical during that time.
Mm-hmm.
When is that? October?
October. Mid to late October. So right after my birthday, she's leaving.
That's the wettest time of the year in some places.
Wet as October.
In Rome, apparently, it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's no big deal. We'll figure it out. Bring the dogs here.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
We can have
Ginger
Ginger can sit up here and
Well,
get a
New
Ginger
World,
cam.
the expansion comes out like October 3rd.
I'll make space right here in the middle for
Mm-hmm.
a Ginger cam. We'll have the
Well, puppy camp.
yeah, and the rest of them can be on the sofa there and stuff. We can puppy
Pickles.
cam.
By the way, I found your jersey that I have for you.
Hobby D's nuts.
Yeah, I found your.
That's
I found your
rude.
jersey, Pickles. I was like, I opened it. I'm like, oh, this is 6X.
Jersey from what?
It's a Lion Guard Warbird jersey. Yeah. So Pickles always goes to all of our stuff, and anytime there's a shirt or anything, he always buys like the Slaanesh package and everything.
Yeah.
And he's a big dude, and so we had to this when Alicia grabbed some jerseys, I asked her to grab one for Pickles, so
Yeah.
because he never gets a shirt. and
Yeah,
always
he
pays
gets
for
asked
one.
out, and that's not,
Yeah. And so I was
So was
like,
this lost, and then you just recently found it, or?
Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't gotten it to him yet.
All right. Well, come get your jersey.
But yeah,
Which design is it?
it's the yellow and black checkered one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check in on the NID.
Well, I'm starting with washes now.
Oh man, it's really coming along.
She's working. We got some color wise, put some washes in. You'll see how everything will start blinging. And then after that, we come through and do detail, and you'll see. Oh, there's a method to my madness, and it even works sometimes.
That's a lie. These were pretty good prints, though. Those ninjas that we got, Lee.
Yeah, I never really took a super close look at them. Of course, it's hard to see detail there when they're all white
Mm-hmm.
for my old eyes. So That's
These are
cool, though. They
pretty
look
damn
cool.
Good prints.
They look cool. I hope he's excited.
Oh yeah, he should be. He's only been waiting for him for forever. All right.
You should have sent him a link to the show.
I should. Terry's got to get a hold of him. I don't have his number.
Terry. If you're one of the 8 people watching.
Yeah, this is coming along.
Yeah, you guys are both like going gangbusters.
Well, when you paint a lot and you got kind of a plan, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, these it's crazy how quickly you can do D&D style minis in contrast.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
It's just kind of a paint by numbers thing. And these would have looked even better if we would have slap chopped them.
Oh yeah.
But just the small D&D
But you started
style
if you're using contrast, you're doing contrast in the way it's intended, which is over white, which is over a
over
white base.
Wraithbone, but yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, over a light base.
over a light base, yes. Yes.
Which you can. There's a variety of things you can use for that, but yeah, Wraithbone's a good one.
Yeah.
Because you change contrast totally. So, you know, it's like
Yeah.
color shifting paints on what base you put it on. Now,
Yeah.
mostly your lighter colors are your best way. But I've seen people do things like, you know, basing them over yellow or red, you know, really light red.
All right. And then I need snake bite
Ninja.
leather. Bum, bum, bum.
So is that going to be like greenish water,
I'm gonna do really.
or like that kind of cool? You know, like
I think I'm gonna do really blue.
yeah. I don't mean green like brackish. I meant green more in the
Yeah.
mineral deposits underneath kind of way or whatever.
Yeah, like it's Yep. And then I'm gonna use this stuff on the top too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just to kind of seal her up.
There you go. The acrylic water effects.
Yep.
Nice. Getting a lot of life out of those lately.
Well, they are intended to go
Those worked
outside,
out.
correct?
They worked good on the. I think they worked great on the terrain.
No, this isn't going outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I from what I understood, it's an interior like a
Yeah.
plant.
It's an interior plan. I thought it was an
Yeah,
exterior.
like it's literally the guy has like a bonsai tree or
Yeah.
something you'd expect. Like
Okay. Well, that's cool.
yeah.
Well, even still, a good solid, you know, that water effects will solidify that part.
That'd be
So there'll be
nice.
no danger of.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at that nid.
Yeah, and it's starting to come around.
I got a plan.
Is that the wash?
Yes, this is the wash, right? After I put this wash on, right, it's going to dry a little bit lighter. Then I'm going to come back through and do some really careful dry brushing, and you'll just watch things start blinging out.
Oh, so it makes it so the carapace part will almost be purple then.
It's going to have a very purplish tinge. I'm going to come
Yeah.
through on the carapace to still do a white dry brush again,
Yeah.
but it's going to be really
Yeah, but I mean,
targeted.
you want to pull out your highlights, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna do white, or are you gonna do like a light pink? Or would
On the
you just-
carpet,
you would
it's going to
just
be
do white,
on the carpets. It's going to be
or, you know, I'm just,
probably
you know what I'm
Drake
saying,
tooth.
like a lighter version of the.
yeah, it's probably going to be Drake tooth on the carpets, and it's going to be
I suppose you don't want to mix anything because you want them to be like mix your own color or something because you want them to be.
well, I'm
Things
already
that work with
off
what-
those colors,
Yeah, you're already.
so
yeah.
I'm staying close.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he said I'm a witness to him, and I quote, "You do you."
Yeah, that was a break. That wasn't what he actually wanted. But unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. Sorry, man. Still going to make it cool, though.
I think it's very cool. And you're just going to do the weapons like he does it, right? Or
Oh,
is
real
was
similar.
that the deal? Yeah.
I looked at the tutorial, and he's like, okay, I don't have those exact colors, but what I got, and my own
Yeah.
technique for the same effect.
You sure with all the paints around, we don't have those colors?
I just went and
or-
looked real good.
Oh, okay. Oh, he says he likes the way it's looking, by the way.
Oh, it's gonna be. I'm thoroughly convinced it's gonna be badass when it's done.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I'm
looking
also
good.
egotistical, but
It's going quick. I'm surprised. Like, you're already tableable, like 2 steps
oh
ago.
yeah, you could let them dry. Just I'm
Yeah.
applying it. That could happen.
Sweet.
All right, I almost got one ninja completely finished. Need to this guy. This guy. I got to do his swords. And I needed another dab of Gilman flesh because I missed a spot.
Really, I've always wanted to do a Tyranid army, and I built one up and started, but then I ended up selling it, which I regret now. But I needed the money at the time.
Well, I was looking at him closer now because of this, and I was really looking at the model because when I took a picture of his model for the
Well,
thumbnail,
they're super cool models.
Flat top.
I was looking at it going like, if I did this, I would make them look like xenomorphs.
Yeah.
They'd be all super dark, like black and stuff. I was like, that would look really cool.
I was actually the other day looking at some arrow frogs.
You know,
Some
that black
poisonous
with
frogs.
the whatever.
Yeah,
know,
you could do that for
bluish
sure.
black, high. Like make them all gross and wet looking. Be awesome.
Yeah, use like a really gloss varnish.
Like October,
Just
dark
like
and
October.
wet, like October.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would. That's what I would have to do. I think. I would probably do that. So, kind of cool. But
Well, that one is dry like a motherfucker.
I also don't like all of the models. I like them in general. But yeah, not like orcs. Every orc model is cool.
I mean,
No exceptions.
I'm kind of with you on that bias.
Yeah.
What bias is that?
Well,
The orcs are cool.
all the orc models are pretty cool.
I mean, technically speaking, all three of us have.
Like,
an
what's
orc
the
army,
worst?
so
What's
if
the
you're pro orc?
what's the worst orc model you can think of?
Oh, as far as model, I mean,
Yeah.
to build or paint.
Well, and I'm not saying the push fit and things like that.
I mean, as far as like what's most difficult to build or what's the shittiest to paint that you can't stand.
Or just what design?
I'm saying the design, the model, the
Weird
bad
boy,
model.
the old fine cast weird boy, and then when
Yeah.
before it,
Weird boy?
that one was absolutely
Yeah.
fucking
Okay.
horrid.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. Yeah,
Like
they're
most other
some of
things,
the
parts
older
the vehicle,
ones.
if they don't
Yeah.
fit right. It's
Yeah.
orcs, man. Smash it together and call it good.
Well, with the vehicles, I don't think there's any. You can't say there's a bad one.
No, because you can fix anything.
I'm not the biggest. I was not the biggest fan of the kill rig.
Yeah, those are kind of
Because-
fiddly.
The one, the
Fiddly.
the reason is because it's like it almost looks like a kit bashed something, but them doing it didn't really work out as cool. I didn't like the fact that the two gunners, there's no way to put them on the rig without one of them shooting at the other one. kind of.
I re-edited
Like
all
the one
that.
right
Yeah.
behind the other one is always weird. I don't know. I just don't like the design of it.
Oh, I know one kit that's awful. The scrapjet didn't fucking line up.
Oh,
Well, I never built one, so yeah.
the
Yeah.
scrapjet, the Rucka track or the Racka truck scrapjet or whatever.
Yep, did not line up. The actual shit did not line up.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Yep. So much so that I gave the fucker away.
Oh, you couldn't just shave off nubs or
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It would not line up straight out of the box.
Oh,
All right.
Chase
I
says
actually
you're-
got to take this model outside now.
Oh.
So I need the wash. to
Oh.
fast dry.
What else do you do when you're outside?
I mean, you do really want to know?
That's fine, Joshua. He'll be right back. Chase says you can't do nids. By the way. He's doing this for someone else. This is a commission, Nid. Josh will be right back.
All right, one Ninjago done.
Oh yeah, you did the weapon too.
Yeah. Just did them in a simple silver, but
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Hey, he's gonna love that.
yeah, I think he is.
Nice work. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, don't sneak up on me. I hope you don't have a blowgun.
Yeah, but there you go.
That's very cool.
Yeah. And so I was
They're
like,
simple. They're cool and simple, and
cool
but
and
it's
simple.
like
Put some red on
imagine
them.
that at the base of a bonsai tree.
Yeah, put some red on them so they stand out a little
Yes,
bit.
the red is that was a good call. And then they can be frolicking around the pond apparently.
Yep. And then this one I will have to.
You know what would have been cool is if we could have found one that was just from like the shoulders up,
I'll put him in the pond.
sticking out with like a blowgun in his mouth or something.
That would
Like he
be
had just come
Yeah.
peeked up out of the pond and like, I mean, which technically they were underwater when they did it with just the reed sticking out. Apparently, if you believe the stories or whatever, but you'd have to have that for the visual, right? You'd have to have their
Yeah.
head sticking up. But that would have been kind of cool. It'd be a very ninja-y scene.
I actually do not believe the stories.
Yeah, I don't think they were as
I think they were
pretty
just,
sure they weren't.
I think they were just criminals. I think
Yeah,
they
they
were
were just criminals.
I think they were just bandits.
Yeah. Pirates, land pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm sure they were. I mean, everything they do is like perfect for doing crimes, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think they were just the Pablo Escobar of
Like
their
the
day.
forerunner to the Yakuza or something.
I just
like,
think they were the
yeah.
Pablo Escobar of their day.
Yeah.
Where, of course, where they lived, they spread a bunch of money around.
Yes. Where they live.
Mm-hmm.
And their yeah, no one knows their identity supposedly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But not a historian, but that usually
But it's cooler.
that usually seemed to be the case
It's
with
a
bandits.
cooler story
It is a much cooler story.
for them to be a mysterious, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and them being assassins doesn't I mean, that's crime technically, right? Like
Oh yeah.
so it's not like they're ever really painted as heroes technically, like not historically, I don't think.
Not historically, no.
That comes with like the movies and especially like that 80s rash of ninja
Oh
in the
yeah.
80s, every type of ninja
Yeah.
you could find.
Yeah. And a bunch of white people
And
claiming-
white ninjas, like
claiming
just
to be ninjas.
So many white
the
ninjas.
Frank Dukes
yeah.
of the world, and
Yeah. And then all the weird made up martial arts like Jim Kata
oh yeah,
and all that stuff and Aikido.
God, yeah.
Still got about 10 more minutes before I can touch any part of the
And regardless of anything,
Is it-
you can
what-
tell Steven Seagal never was good at any martial art because he's a terrible athlete.
Yes.
You saw him run.
Oh, dear God.
With his arms
Athletes
spread
do
out.
not run that way.
No, and it's widely known that he was
Yeah.
not good.
Right.
And he's in his martial art of choice was a widely ridiculed fake martial art.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a ton of videos out there on YouTube videos on his fake martial arts.
Yeah. It's all they always do demonstrations where it's like all their students who are trained to fall down when they push the air in front of them
It's
or
the-
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't ever work on a real person.
Not in anyone who's serious.
What was the
during this
guy?
waffle
God, I
train.
can't remember the guy's name, but it was he was the one that would like he could The Dimmock
The
guy,
Demonic
I guess.
Death
Yeah.
Punch.
The death punch.
Yeah, and he would, but he could also knock you down without touching you, supposedly.
Yeah.
Unless you were not one of his students.
No. So National Geographic caught him.
Yeah.
And he's
well, no,
like-
that was the thing. The guy where he said like, oh, if he raised
If
a
he
toe
raises his toe, I
and
can't.
then puts his other toe down,
Yeah.
and you can't see it in the shoe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, what he was saying, he kind of almost said this at one time. It's kind of a paraphrase, but basically, they were saying like, if you don't believe it,
Yeah.
it doesn't work on you or something. I'm
Right.
like, wow, what a terrible. Like, if that's the case,
Some
then
weird-
it's a failure,
That's like the same
right?
phone scam.
Yeah. If you're admitting that you have to be in on it
Yeah.
for it to work, then it's useless, right? Like,
Yeah, like,
Did
hold
you
a
see-
second.
So there's
Luckily enough, my intruder
There's
doesn't
this
leave
great-
it.
like a
video-
guy comes to mug you, and you're like, hang on a minute, hang on, you know.
So what's your feelings on the dim mat?
Do you do dim mock? What's your
dim mock,
attitude on dim mock? It's like, oh yeah, I
it
do.
was God, what was that guy? But that dude was fucking nuts. He burned down another fucking dojo. Yeah.
Well, he challenged somebody. Got sick of his bullshit. Like a real martial artist challenged him to a fight and just annihilated him.
That shit happens all the time. There's a great
Like
video.
almost like
There's a great
hospitalized
video.
him.
One of those
Yeah.
bullshit artists that does that
Yeah.
with his students, and they're running on a beach.
Yeah.
And you do that. And
Oh,
you fucking go
and the
flying.
and the
And he's
woman.
supposed to be teaching
and he-
this woman
and
how to
he-
do it.
Yeah.
And one of the students,
And she ran right into
just this dude just train wrecks her.
train wrecks her. Yeah,
Just
completely.
mangles her. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah. Just totally. Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that where it's like whenever you're confronted, when someone's not in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was weird is this guy was in on it because as soon as he hits her, he then flops to the ground.
Well, that
Like-
guy, that was all to cover
Is it oopsie?
because he was doing that in the aftermath as if the energy got screwed up and it hurt him too.
Yeah, something.
Even though she had a broken nose and
Yeah,
like a dislocated
just
jaw
fucking
and all this
plowed.
stuff, and she had to be taken
Just
to the
fucking
hospital.
freight train.
Yeah. But the best part too is like, and I witnessed something similar to this when I was a kid, but the best part was he train wrecks her, just clotheslines her. She's down. She's got her face is all fucked up now. She needs like surgery and her jaw wired back together and all this shit. And the guy's on the ground doing all these machinations like he's in pain. And the students come around and start moving their hands over her
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like that's gonna fix it.
And nobody, like, it takes a minute for them to call, like, the
Yeah.
real emergency services. Yeah, that stuff's hilarious. I saw that happen at a skating rink. I was duped into going to a Christian Halloween party at a mega church in Tacoma
Yeah.
when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And it was friends of mine. It was like the Church of Life or Life Church or blah, one of those. The kind where they have like, when the hall gets full, you can stand in the lobby and watch the sermon on TV
Jesus.
screens or whatever. It was a big mega church in that University Place area. And we all get on a bus and we go to the church and there's music and all this stuff, right? But then they have like this whole, and we're supposed to go into an ice skating rink too. Everyone's in costume and there's music, and then they start asking people to sacrifice, to give their souls to Jesus. And you've got kids dressed up like Frankenstein and stuff, like crying, and their makeup's all running down their face, and they're like,
I love you,
pretending to go
Jesus.
through this whole thing and
Yeah.
have experience. And I'm just like sinking down in my chair, like going, oh man,
What the fuck?
what's
is this?
happening? So we get back on the bus after the spiritual revival
Yeah.
on Halloween. They did have candy though. They did not trick us. They did have candy at the church, so that was good. And then we go to the skating
But
rink.
did you have to give your soul to Jesus to get
We
candy?
go to the skating rink, and no, they didn't do that. They were upfront with the candy. They were
Well,
trying a
that's
different tactic. We get to the skating rink, and somebody invariably, of course, fell down and slammed their head
Oh, of course.
on the ice, right? So what was the first thing you think happened?
Oh, did they start praying
Yes.
instead of? Oh my god.
They all surrounded them on the ice and was praying, and I'm like, is it? And I'm like sitting there going, seriously, is anyone going to call? I'm like, okay, I'll go. And I,
Jesus will fix it.
and someone
was a carpenter,
someone that worked
not
at
a
the
guy.
ice skating rink had already started calling the proper authority stuff, but their first thing was to go pray, and this person is like unconscious on the. I'm like, this could be a serious injury, you assholes. Yeah, that was a fun night.
But did she play with your pee-pee?
You know what's funny? It's funny you should mention that because
Yeah, 'cause
no
we
matter
know why you
how religious these people get,
Oh, yeah.
you can always hook up with one of them
Oh, for the wife.
and make out on the bus all the way there and back,
That's why you go.
out of and be sinful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially on the bus with the youth pastor on the bus, and it's a church bus
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, so it's like extra naughty.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's always funny.
Those guys have always skeeved me out a bit.
Yeah.
Youth pastors.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
those two
sure-
words just sound wrong together,
And I'm
don't
pretty
they?
sure they're in it for the pussy.
Don't they? Yeah.
I'm going to assume they're in it for the pussy.
I'm sure that's a
At
big.
the very
I-
least, you're a high percentage.
You're
right.
not wrong in most cases. I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Considering what we know about when religious people are responsible for
Teenage
younger
girls?
lives,
Yeah.
yes.
Or, hey, they might be in it for the penis, too. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
say it's. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't discriminating.
I wasn't discriminating.
No, definitely not. Well, because a lot of them are closeted.
And for God's, yeah, I mean, it's probably mostly the wiener, but anyway, those are fun nights. That was fun nights.
Yeah. Yeah. Those people always creep me out. It's no-
Yeah.
I just never trust any human being that tells you they have all the answers about the universe that they couldn't
No.
possibly know.
Right. That's right. So, what are you going to do when you touch that model again?
Well, I'm waiting for it to dry.
Let me see it. Can we see it, or can you not touch it?
You know,
at all?
I can move around a bit because I still got wet spots. But if you move it around, right, the things.
There you
around.
go.
I started right here where it was dry. I'm gonna go back through a lot of spaces.
Wow,
and
dude.
Re-dry brush this right here. I'm gonna re-dry brush in a bunch of spots, and then once I'm done doing that, and it's dry, I'll come through and then detail like fingernails, claws, teeth, eyes, and you'll just watch it. It'll start blinging. But a lot of this, like, can you see kind of what's going on with the, you know, as I shade this in?
Yeah, man. Impressive. That looks good.
He has a good base layer down now. Like I said, I'll go through and I'll do a really light dry brush to bring out different
Nice.
spots, different
Very
colors.
cool.
And
Very cool. Hey, let's for hobby time. What table? I have enough things for 2 tables, bases.
Yeah.
We need at least. We want to make those before the next tournament.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Are we planning to try to make more than that for the next tournament that are official, or are we going to just round out the tables with other terrain arranged semi-official?
No, I believe our boy Kebby.
Oh, he's going to come down with those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the best option.
and because I'm a dork and I forgot what dates is that?
23rd.
Oh, hey, you have a ringing endorsement from Skylar.
Oh, he's working. He's okay with
He
it so far?
even said a swear.
He even said a swear word. He said bad word.
Oh yeah, no, it'll bling out when I'm done.
He said it looks
good.
fucking awesome.
I'll show you. And I'll sign it all
This
pretty in the
is
bottom.
Fucking awesome.
I'm hoping I can finish it today. I might not, based on our time, and I'll mess it up if I push further. That's why I'm kind of messing.
Oh
up
no,
with
you're
it right
not.
now.
You're not on a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might be finished next week.
Oh, this is totally something you can work on next week. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, finish
What?
it up next week.
I finished it off.
Why
then
don't you
move on
let
to
it
another product.
dry? I mean,
I'm gonna finish.
you
off
realize we've
Ninja.
killed almost 2 hours now.
Have we really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
You'll
if
start
you,
seeing me because I'll be jumping around projects. I have a ton of projects.
We'll probably do 3 hours today.
you can let it dry.
What time
and
is
do
it?
whatever you want. It's
It
one.
is-
It's
6:19.
6:19.
Okay. Oh shit! As long as I'm home by like 7:30ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is my stepdad's birthday.
Oh,
So we gotta go have ice cream and shit. You know.
Terry.
Yeah.
Nice.
He is turning
Well-
28 today.
Not,
Times 3.
Actually, just keep going. But
What's
no,
that?
we love Terry. He's a good one.
Yeah. I've turned 28 so many times in a row.
I think I'm on my 16th or 17th, 28th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like 28. 28 is pretty cool.
28 was a good year. 28 was a good age.
You're not a baby. You're not old.
Right.
28's nice.
Well, that was the first year. Last year, my body worked.
Really?
Yeah.
28, I was a destroyer.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, we can drink for like a week in a row, then go crabbing and
I was a fucking
back. For
machine.
4 days. We're still gonna go drinking. Oh, actually, between you and me, the not 28-year-old Josh is like, hell no. The idea of functioning like that is absolutely scary.
Dude, every time I look back, I'll come back home from a tournament or something, and I'll be like, God, if you'd have told fucking 22-year-old, 23-year-old Jason that he would go to a Warhammer tournament and play Warhammer for a weekend and then be so sore he can't fucking move, he'd have beat the living fuck out of you for
Yeah,
existing.
you call bullshit.
Yeah.
I really like how these right here yellow, and it's that little bit of a mistake I made. Can you see that in the camera? See when right here, and I painted yellow, right? I overpainted, but then I washed it, right? And that mistake is helping with the glow effect.
Yeah, yeah.
You overdo it just a little bit, because I did the whole, because I looked at his technique, that the pink, because I basically got this pink, and then it's a red wash they're doing, so I kind of played with that, and then with orange highlights, right? So I'll do yellow with the red wash to create an orange.
So let's see. What color hair should I do on these Ninjagas?
Do you want to be traditional, or do you want to be like,
I'm gonna do.
We're sporty.
I'm gonna do sidewalk,
okay,
or I could do rattling grime.
or you can do Weifu blue.
Two of them have hair.
Oh, two of them have hair.
I'll do sidewalk grime.
I mean, you should probably go a black if you want to be traditional.
Yeah, but it'll blend in too much with the.
Do a black and dry brush it with the blue.
No, I'm not fucking dry brushing. Shut the
You should
fuck
dry
up.
brush, Jason. Dry brushing is so fun.
These are D&D size minis.
Contrast.
That's why you go pink, 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 and it's done.
Yeah, this is contrast I'm gonna put on there.
Yeah, and Tiger Brown's pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
That's a good, even if you're trying to have black hair.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use black. You would use like full black. You want it to look like hair.
Yeah.
But what if you don't want it to look like hair?
Then you use whatever you want.
They're modern ninjas. I should give them pink and purple hair.
That's what I'd say, man. You should do like Weifu blue.
Well, it is a commission. I think he's expecting.
He's expecting ninjas, not.
Expecting ninjas. How do you know ninjas not have blue?
Not. He's expecting ninjas, not Twitter.
hair?
Stop being old and you won't get sore.
Stop being old. Who had the audacity to say that?
Who do you think?
No,
Your chains can F
this
off.
is from Kick.
Oh, it's
From Kick?
Duck Diggers.
Duck Diggers.
Duck diggers. Stop being old. Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna go home.
Nobody.
Be mean to my kids
I don't. We
now.
don't know him. I don't think. But we might.
I've actually worked on it. Stop being.
Makes me super excited. We get people from Kick talking. I want to see Kick succeed.
Yeah, anyone from Kick that isn't like scamming us into buying followers or whatever, it's like a welcome participant.
And I just like to. I would just love to see.
Do people do things like that, like buy followers?
Oh yeah.
How is that economically feasible? Or is it
So-
just about big dick swinging?
No. It's economically, it's a good idea, and I should have bought followers by now.
But that's not real.
No, because here's why. You cannot get monetized and get certain features until you have X number of followers.
Oh.
Right.
And then people being sheepy don't want to follow something unless a bunch of other people follow it. They'll give it a chance.
Correct.
It's
And
like they need somebody else to tell them it's good to even look at it.
and the more followers, the more views, etc., starts hitting it to algorithms. That it starts
You
getting.
can see that with the head on there.
Yeah, I probably should have bought views. I have not yet. It probably won't, but it probably would be a good idea.
Well, how much you pay for a view? Because I got kids.
Yeah.
I make some money.
Oh no, we do that. We'll tell
Actually, I should be making my kids do it. I'm
Yeah.
sure they have all this stuff.
well, and just turn it on when you're not at home.
But
Or
then again, if I say things and they can know I said it.
that yeah.
As it is now, I'm pretty sure my teenage daughter is not going to watch my Warhammer stream So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I can say what I want and not come back on me.
What if? Because isn't she making an army?
She actually does want to do it, but she's still not going to watch me stream.
Not even for
There's a limit.
all the hot crafting tips and tricks.
Oh, she expects that from the living room.
Oh, that's right. You
right.
do live with her, so I guess
Yeah,
she doesn't.
yeah, she's gonna hit me up. Although she's pretty artsy, I'm kind of interested to see if she really does it, what she does with them, because she's, does paintings and sculpting and all that stuff, and she's, and I'm gonna let her go off. I'm not gonna tell her you're doing it wrong. I'm gonna sit back and see what she creates. So who knows? Could be cool.
Yeah, Alicia's super artsy too, and she started to try to do an army. And she took so long to put even a single skeleton together.
Oh, I'll be building her models. Probably building them and priming them, but she'll finish the painting.
Oh, I bet even the painting would have been, because Alicia is a perfectionist. So
Yeah, there's a certain point in art where you gotta good God.
don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good.
Right.
Especially with miniature painting.
No, because sometimes, doing orc armies, I really had to learn that perfect's wrong.
Oh yeah,
A lot of armies are like that. Perfect's wrong.
a lot of the checkerboards I did on my orcs I had to redo
Yeah, because they don't look right because you did them too well.
because I did them too well.
And I've done them all sloppy, and people are like, that looks so good. I'm like, really look at it. Like, oh. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of butchered in, but it looks right. And that,
Yeah, a good technique for orc. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but a good technique for orc stuff is to just paint a line, one straight line on there, and then paint another line horizontal to it. Then continue on the whole thing you want to checkerboard. Then do the same thing vertical, and don't use like a straight edge, because that will give you the orky look.
attempt to eyeball it.
Yep.
Because you'll have that slight, because you're going to go left to right when you eyeball it.
Yep.
But that's going to make it look correct.
And make sure you do them of different sizes in different panels and stuff too.
Do any of us use decals here?
No, none of us use decals.
No, I don't actually. I've had horrible luck with them, and I've been trying to work on my freehand skills, and that.
Yeah, none of us use decals.
Yeah.
Not to put them down, I see some really
Oh,
nice decal work.
Some people
but
use them and they end up they're fine. They look good if you can do them right.
You want to use, I think is it Tamaya? I think Tamaya does a decal solution.
Yeah, Keelan used to do that.
Yeah,
He used that, and it seemed to work pretty good.
yeah, it works.
What do you mean, like to adhere them?
Adhere them and
Transfer 'em.
transfer them.
Right, and it kind of make it somehow.
Yeah,
Because what do you usually use? Water.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a good the solution.
I just never. I don't know, man. It didn't seem right for the way I was doing the orcs.
Oh, for orcs, probably not decals, but like if you were gonna do like lamenters or something like that, where they have
Well, and anything with an insignia. I mean, you want it to look crisp. And,
well, the lamenters have checkerboard
Yeah.
on their shoulder pads.
You can. Do you have
their
these
Space
3D
Marine
printed
shoulder
lamenter
pads?
pads that have the checkerboard recess? Make it a lot easier to paint, though. If you wanted to go that route,
That is true. You
that's what
can't
I
do
would
that.
do. But
yeah.
some people like, I saw a guy with his Blood Angel army recently do quite a bit of cool stuff with, made it work.
Oh,
And I've seen guys for quick paint jobs doing some decals on it, and suddenly, okay, it worked.
Nasto's flesh tears look pretty good.
Yeah,
decals.
his does actually look. Yeah, he's put a lot of work in that army, though. It does look good.
Yeah, I mean, well done decals look good. I've never been into decals. All
I mean,
right.
it's one of those successes,
Oh, I do have one more. She's got one little section that I need to. Then I need to get some more contrast on. But yeah, I cannot rave about contrast enough for D&D size minis. Like, just to get D&D size minis done, like contrast is the best shit. And it what's it? D&D minis, the WizKids minis. They're you can just put contrast directly over the primer that is
You got their
already
built-in
on.
primer?
Yep. No, you don't have to prime them.
Yeah, they have built-in primer.
They have
It goes
built-in
right on.
primer, so you just put it directly on there.
Which is a smart idea for them, for their market, because a lot of beginning painters, like the whole primer and stuff, suddenly we're scaring them. It's too complicated. There's more steps than they're ready to take on yet.
Well, and something happened a long time ago where it became popular belief that you should just always prime in black.
Well, there was, in my experience at 40K, yeah, what people think is the right way to do things is changed quite a bit, you know.
Right.
And there are times I think priming in black, I like it. I'm from that old school, but not always. No. It matters the right effect, what you're looking for. You prime in black, your model's going to be darker. Some colors are going to pop better, other colors aren't.
You can be a lazier painter because the shadows are already done.
Yes, and you can use black and slap chopping to hide details.
Slap chop is great.
Well, it hides details. It makes people think you put effort in it, or they don't even look at it because of other, you know.
Josh, dinner is done apparently.
Dinner's done, buddy.
Your dinner's done.
My dinner's done? Okay. I love you.
Yeah. All right.
My wife does not take no for an answer. And she's smarty.
Have you tried hitting her?
I did, and she fought back. Turns out she's a Wisconsin girl. and
He's
she
like,
got
I did, and
squabbled.
she shot me in the
She has a
leg.
couple brothers,
She shot
and she's a better shot than me. So I got to be careful.
Yeah, black the dry brush, white. So I think if you're gonna slap chop, and slap chop is a great method for people that aren't good at painting. Like if it's your first time painting, especially miniatures, go ahead and slap chop. It works great, and I think you slap chop. It depends on what you're painting, but I think black, then bone, and then a lighter bone. So like go with a Ushopti bone, heavy dry brush, and then a light dry brush of, these are the Games Workshop colors, but like a Ushopti bone type, and then a Screaming Skull, light dry brush over the top of everything. Will really pull out a lot of warmer tones, and then if you want colder tones, just do the black, gray, and white. But I think you want to do the three colors just to add some more depth.
Yeah, I don't think personally slap chopping is an end phase. I think it's a beginning phase. You slap chop and then work from there. But, you know,
It can be a just fine end phase for most people.
that's just my opinion. I'll be
Well,
the
are you
first one to
talking
say
about-
my opinion's worth what it's
Are you
printed on.
talking about the all the shit the primer and then the three highlights? You know, where you descend in, you know, gray, white, gray, light gray, white, or whatever. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, I think the slap chopping to me is a
Or are you talking about after
For
the
my
contrast has been put over every part?
slap chop
and-
to me is almost like a really good primer. It's my base. But
Sure.
that's how I use
Yeah.
it.
Army Painter does have good bone colors.
Yeah,
They have really good bone colors.
yeah, that's true.
I really like Army Painter's bone colors. All right, the ninjas
Now
are done.
he's your son is being sent here, Josh.
Get me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's to get you or to bring you dinner.
And that's fine.
Oh, no. They're not going to bring me dinner.
Oh, so it's okay.
And hey, that actually works out just fine.
That's fine.
I just finished the last ninja. Like
let's
ninjas
see.
are completely done.
Here, let me see your. Let me
so
see.
let me
Let's do
actually,
it. Let's do a ninja.
Let me grab.
Some kind of a. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
The hand might be better because that's very reflective.
Hand might be better.
Oh, there you go. Just not.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah. Look at all those ninjas.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they did pretty good.
I think dude is gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be happy with
I'd
it.
be very happy. My my bonsai tree or whatever I'm putting those in would be
Yep.
awesome. Yeah.
Super quick, super dirty.
Sounds like what he wanted.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted.
So are you going to?
Sub 2 hours while bullshitting.
Yeah, well, bullshitting.
Yeah.
So those are done essentially,
Done,
right?
done.
Okay.
They're done.
So now,
I probably got another hour and a half of mine before I'm finished, but it's drying that slowed me down.
Well, yeah,
I'm
you can
actually
wait.
risking, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish it next week, I'm sure.
yeah,
And
finish it
then
next
this
week.
is what I'll work on next week. Is getting this done.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of because you're going to want to pull out different parts of the landscape, and then you've got
So
that
let
whole water technique you're going to do.
Let me
and-
show you something though, Lee.
Yeah.
You think there's a lot going on?
Okay, but there's not.
There's not. There's not as much going on as you would think. Let me grab all these.
Well, no, 'cause contrast greens, is use a couple different contrast greens, and you got it covered.
Well, when I look at this, what I'm seeing is rocks. There's foliage and rocks and water, and maybe some sand or soil around the water.
Yeah, there's some rocks, but here, let me show you.
That's all plant. Is that all plants around the water there touching? Yeah.
So. So the cool part is what I'll do is I'll pick a green here. Probably Mantis War Boss here. Or Mantis Warriors. Mantis War Boss. Mantis Warriors. Orc Flesh, Honduras. Yeah. Did I grab Striking Scorpion?
Right. Now you say there's not a lot going on, but you've just put like 6 colors on the table.
Right, but let me show you how quick this is going to go.
Okay.
So, we'll do this, which is Mantis Warrior, real quick. I need a bigger brush.
Skylar wanted to know what's for dinner. Do you know?
Actually, I believe I would guess my baby made teriyaki or something of that nature.
Teriyaki.
It was my stepdad's birthday. That's his favorite.
Teriyaki.
Terrible yucky. No, Tiffany and I have a contest of who can make the best gatto teriyaki. So far, everyone's been a winner.
Who uses cat?
Yeah, it's like having a pizza making contest.
I mean, actually, you can mess teriyaki up.
Sure, I guess.
There are people who don't understand. Well, we're making
you,
it from
You mean
scratch.
if you don't get the bottle open?
No, we didn't buy
of
a bottle of
teriyaki.
sauce
Oh,
to
okay.
Make the sauce from scratch.
Oh, okay.
This
Okay.
ghetto teriyaki. Son.
What do you make it? Why is that ghetto teriyaki if you're making the sauce from scratch?
Because the first time
That sounds
I
like
did it-
Martha
the
Stewart
first time I
teriyaki.
did it, I figured out how to make teriyaki out of like
Okay.
food bank stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that
yeah,
became ghetto
please,
teriyaki.
so-
Kids really
Okay,
liked it.
so what's that? That's
just the undergrowth. It's basically only going to be each plant will be a different color.
Oh, I
That'll be
see.
the undergrowth, just covering it.
I see.
And let
So
me
you're gonna do like a undergrowth and then come back and pick out stuff on top of it.
yeah,
Okay.
yep,
Yeah, that'll make it easy.
make it real easy.
Seeing as I keep
but-
doing this, it's just dry brushing. You see how I'm bringing the color down.
So I want to check this out because
Here, let me go. Hang on. There's only one on at a time, so let me
Okay.
go to Josh real quick since he's leaving anyway.
See, as I dry brush, I'm bringing the colors down.
Yeah.
Really carefully hitting these edges.
Oh yeah, it's goddamn.
and I'll
man.
probably take off when Josh takes off. But
You know,
Yeah.
and you mess with it a little bit, like
once we
it's a little
see
too
once
purpley,
we
so
see
pull that
Andrew
up.
pull in, then we'll.
Yeah.
Andrew pull in. If he's my boy, he'll pull in too fast.
Wow. That's crazy for during that all that happened during the session. And of course, this is me in awe of painting skills that I don't have.
Practice.
I mean, I have an orc army that I've had for a year and a half. That most of it is slap chopped to the grays and to the white, like to the whites, the last white layer, and then half of it has the skin, the orc skin contrast over the skin parts. And then there's a couple models that for some reason I almost completely finished, like my Kit Bash Weird Boy and stuff. But man, I can't, like, to me, a model looking like that after this short amount of time, like, I wish I could do that because my army would be painted for sure. So,
It's time and practice.
and there's other
sir.
things too.
Time and practice.
There's a lot of other things too.
I do this all fast because I had a plan and I went to it and I make a mistakes, but you know what? I don't sweat it. I just move on and make the mistake work.
Yeah. So Lee. Anyway, that's.
Here, let me come
I'm
back.
using this really light blue. I put some dark blue
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
Yeah, and then see.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get you.
and then I just do it while it's still wet, and it all kind of blends a little bit. When you get
Sure,
up to the
because now you're
edges.
talking about a landscape too, so
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always a little plus. It kind of the idea of the color reflecting at the edge of the water.
Yeah, and I put
you
a
know,
darker
like-
blue in there. I might even put an even darker blue in there, but yeah, and that's that
There you go.
athematic blue.
Yeah, all right.
And so it'll look cool. I think
Cool, man. Well, that'll be a good thing next week.
it'll be an excellent thing.
I've seen it's printed, but yeah, no, mine's tablable in the Northwest if you're generous and you know me because you know Jason. But mine, I probably couldn't show up somewhere where no one knew me. They'd be like, "What's up, dude?" Yeah. So
No, I'm actually so as far as playing with painted models goes around here, I'm actually pretty tough on it. But
well, yeah, at the tournaments you should be.
if somebody comes to me and is like, "Hey, I put forth a bunch of effort, I didn't get this done,"
Effort's more important than setting
Oh
it.
yeah, sure.
Effort.
As long as you can see that it's going somewhere.
what you want to see
Yeah.
is effort
Yeah.
put forth.
But once again, I
I would
mean,
rather somebody only had 2 colors on a model, but on like a quarter of their army because they didn't get it done. But I
Yeah.
can see where they're going rather than somebody slap 3 garbage colors on a model.
right? Like, yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
You just put 3 stripes of
I
color
would never pull models that
on
some
the
guy's
base or whatever, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
really working on, you know?
Right. Right. Somebody's working
Yeah.
on their army and really just wants to
Well,
play.
I really got into it when I discovered Slap Chop and decided that was going to be. I had only had to reprime about half the army to start over with black again. And
For a new painter in 40K, that's what I recommend.
dude, I just
No, yeah, it's the way to go.
that's when I got the most work done. I just let those things be primed
This
forever.
color on, what does he think?
And I want to do a full army at some point.
He already said it's fucking looks
Okay.
amazing.
So I told
Here,
told
let's take a
Chase-
last look at
I
Josh's
told
while we're
Chase
talking.
if we could. Eventually, we're going to put up a poll here. Maybe after this year's LVO. That's looking good, Josh.
Damn.
Maybe after this year's LVO, we'll put a poll up
Yeah.
that will be what should Jason play this next year,
Yes.
and we'll put it up. And as long as it gets 1,000 votes on it, then we'll.
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
I think that's a good idea because I do it for
I think
a
a
lot less.
poll on the channel.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we have the ability to make you any army. So, I mean,
Right, and then we just do it. We get it done.
in fact, maybe it'd be cool to do it as maybe a team.
Yeah.
Like all of us work on the army.
That's what we were doing on Votan. Was
See,
we
I
were-
might do Votan next year. I don't know yet, though. I have enough Votan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where I got a good start. But
Did you buy some Votan?
yeah, I got the Votan basic box set, and then I think I got another box. So I got a little bit enough start.
Oh.
I mean, if I started, I'll get the rest.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm gonna need 6 second
There's a
ones,
shit ton
you
of
know.
it sitting right there too. So
If I was actually building them, I'd be like, so what are those doing? Yeah. But I'm not gonna.
it's been updated to Wicked from fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Looks good, Josh.
yeah.
All right. So that'll be
On
the
that-
show for today. Tomorrow we've got Warhammer Wednesday. I believe it's Casey and Josh, or Casey and Rick.
Yeah.
Rick.
Casey and Rick are playing tomorrow. It'll be probably
Casey and Rick, which means
it'll be
it's
closer
it's
to 5 because Casey's got to get
it's
off
what is it? It's
Tau
versus
maybe Black Templars. I don't know what Rick's bringing.
yeah. What is he doing? What's the
been doing
last
Black
thing Rick
Templar
did?
lately.
Black Templar?
Oh, if now, I'm hoping. Just please, dear God.
Oh yeah, he's been running Black Templars.
Because we were discussing last week of me and Rick a list idea, and he has all the models for it. And it's just Demon Princes for days.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
see
he's
that
probably
match.
not bringing that on Wednesday though.
he might.
No, he might. Rick will do shit
He
like
might.
that.
Oh, he might.
Yeah.
Well, all this stuff's here.
Yep.
It's not like he has to bring a lot of
Oh
stuff.
no, he still has tons at home too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but most
Another
he has
one of those. He's a whale.
he has several things here on in the display case.
So anyway, that'll be tomorrow, and then Thursday we'll do the normal stream with me and Terry and Lee. We'll probably go over a bunch of stuff we went over last week, just simply because it failed. So, all right, everyone. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.
Have a good one.